Anyway, lovely to see you all, and I'm here to answer all your questions, okay? And I'm here to help you, and we're going to talk through the difference of just reading a book and having a one-to-one coach who's going to guide you, hold your hand and help you, who's going to be there making it a personal plan for you, who's going to analyse everything each week and give you that necessary support that you need each week to get you through each stage. We can all read a book. It's a great companion guide. I can read a book on golf. Yeah, I can read a book on how to be a good cook. But actually, I want to have a cordon bleu course. Yeah, or golf. I want a golf coach. I don't deny. I'm not going to read a golf book. It's not going to work for me. It's going to lie by my bed. I can read everything about how to have the best golf grip. Yeah, but I want the golf coach. I want the best golf coach out there to guide me through each stage, because that personal hand-holding, that personal accountability, that personal motivation each week is the thing that will get me playing golf well, no matter how many books I read. So, the answer to your question, hello, lots of you joining. Hello, 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 hello. I've missed you all. I hope you've missed me. I've missed you all. I should have carried on doing these lives, but it all just got a bit manic. And now I'm here, and I love these lives, and I love being able to help you. So here I am. Miserable weather. We had sun for 2 days. I don't know what country you're in right now. We had sun for 2 days, and we all go, ooh, we're all going to, ooh. I'm doing a post tomorrow about that, about, we're all going to get in shape now, we're all going to feel amazing. And then bam, rain. But we know, if you look on weather forecast, like next week is suddenly going to be, hello, it's suddenly going to be sunny. So now is the time. We've got to think about this. Am I done up here? Sorry, excuse me, turn myself up. We've got to think about this. Are we, because summer's so important, are we in our best physical state? Yeah? Are we feeling the best we've ever felt? Are we feeling confident about ourselves? Are we happy to think in a couple of months' time we might put a pair of shorts and a t-shirt on? Are we happy about that? Are we happy, if we're so lucky, we might be wearing a bikini? Ooh, are we happy about that? I can tell you, this area, when you're a certain age, needs a lot of work, and that's what I'm here for, because that is not easy at our age, is it? This is why I'm doing this special 4-week belly fat program, which a lot of people have signed up to. 4 private sessions with me. Let's look at your belly and let's talk about it, because this area, goodness me, it just gets harder and harder. I'm 56. When did it first start getting hard, that area? Oh, I don't know. I think about 3 years ago I did a Instagram post about wearing a swimming costume, feeling good about it. So, it starts that belly fat, and we've got to work on it. We've got to work on it. So I'm so sorry, because you'll all think I was 20 minutes late, but I was here, not realising I wasn't live. So, first question was, can I lose weight just reading your book? And I would say it's a great companion's guide. It's a great companion's guide. It'll give you the info. But as I said, just like reading how to have the best golf grip in the world, it doesn't give you what you really need, which is the expert, week by week, analysing your scale. Do you understand your scale? I've written in the book about it, but do you really understand? Do you really understand? If I said to you, your muscle mass is too high, would you have a strategy on how I'm going to get your muscle mass down? Would you know how high it is? Would you know where that muscle mass was? And would you know how to get rid of it? It's a question. Yeah, because I've done this for 43,000 hours. So when I look at those scales, I can just go bam, bam, this is the problem, boom, 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 boom. And I come up with your personal strategy about you. Where is that muscle mass? Yeah, on your body. Then I analyze it, and then I'll say, right, this is what you need to do. Whether you're an endomorph, ectomorph, mesomorph, that's so important. Do you know if you are? You might be 33, 33, 33. You might be 50, 50, 70, 30. Do you know if you are? So again, you need the expert there who's going to tell you. You might lose a bit of weight at the beginning. I'm really pleased. But are you going to keep it off? That's the other thing. Yeah? If you've tried this so many times before and yet you haven't had success, why is that? Because all of us need somebody there just encouraging us, just motivating us, just being there for us, just each week. Accountability, accountability. Hello, I'm here. Hello, I'm supporting you. Hello, I'm going to get you through your wobbles. Some of my clients start literally a bowl of pasta less a week, and then 3 months later with me, they've lost 3.5 stone. One of my clients, she's lost 3.5 stone, her husband's lost 4 stone, her mother's lost a stone. I think her family lost 12 stone, because I've been working with her week by week, supporting her, changing her plan, looking at her scale reading, seeing what's working, what's not. Hello, shall I wave at all of you? Am I supposed to do this? I'm not very good, I don't know. Am I supposed to wave or not? I've been working with her every week. I have a lot of male clients too. Yeah, and some of them literally, they just want to talk to me every week just to keep off the alcohol or to have less alcohol. A lot of my clients, and this is how important the coaching is, a lot of my clients have done the program, but they then continue afterwards. I do a thing called a motivation booster, which means for 15 minutes every week or every 2 weeks, they check in with me. They send in their scale, I analyze it. Haha, right, subcutaneous is really good, now let's look at visceral. Haha, visceral is really good, now let's look at protein. Haha, do you see? So all those things I can just look at and immediately say, this is where you're going wrong, this is where you're going right, and this is what we're going to do about it, which the book doesn't tell you. I'm glad I've given you that information, but that information in that book is then to lead you to me to get the expert advice, because that's going to give you the knowledge, isn't it? But is that going to give you 2 stone off or 3 stone off? Because it fades. My social media personal assistant, she's lovely, my social media girl, she's lost 7 kilos, but it's plateaued. Now, she wants to reach out now, because now she doesn't understand why it's plateaued. She doesn't know how to get to the next stage. She doesn't know where she's going wrong. And actually, it started to go back on again. So much as I can give you that knowledge in the book, I need to be there for you to encourage you, motivate, analyze, and make it bespoke, personalize it for you. As I said, are you an endomorph? I need to tell you how to do the exercise if you are. Are you an ectomorph? I need to tell you how to do the exercise if you are. No one is 100%. Maybe you're, as I said, 70-30 or 50-50. So who's going to give you that advice? Who's going to be telling you that? That's what I'm here for, to help you, to give you that knowledge. You don't have to think about it. You've got the knowledge from the book, then you come to me, and now here I am every week holding your hand, in goes your scale reading, and I'm going, aha, right, let's talk about proteins. If your proteins aren't high, do you know how to solve that? Now that could be a variety of things, couldn't it? But again, I can look at that and I can give you the recommendation. Is it your collagen? Is it your muscles? Is it your subcutaneous fat? Is it your skeletal muscle? What are your testosterone levels? Have you got enough testosterone? Are you actually going to get enough skeletal muscle? If that's a problem, we've got to talk about that. What are your estrogen levels? So let's talk about that. When they start dipping, then the androgen goes up and the cortisol goes up, so you actually start to put on weight around here. Yeah, so again, we have to look at that, discuss it. Are we not sleeping enough? Are we stressed? If we're not sleeping enough, so again, I can analyze that. Is it inflammation? By having that knowledge from you, I can then create the plan for you to solve that problem, which again, the book won't give you. So much as I love the fact that I've put that knowledge in for you, at the end of the day, who's going to show up for you? Who's going to support you? Who's going to keep you on the plan? Like a PT. Yeah? Do you go to the gym? Do you go to the gym on your own? Or do you feel that because you've got a personal trainer, you're going to step up, you're always going to be there? A lot of people do it for that, just because they have that accountability, that motivation, that inspiration, and that expert. As I said, you're not just going to jump on a horse and ride off it. You need the riding instructor. So this is why every plan is bespoke for you. When I'm with you each week, we can look at that scale every week. Is it going up in the right places? Is it going down in the right places? And if that's the case, let's analyze it, and then I'll come up with a solution. So you read the book or don't read the book, I can give you all the knowledge. Again, in the book, you don't get any of my videos. When you're a personal client, I give you 20 videos, private videos, with a lot of knowledge on them about everything. That is for my private clients only. So you get that information before we even start the Zooms. So you get that additional information. You've got all that fantastic knowledge. But then having that knowledge, as I said, I can read every golf book in the world. It doesn't make me a great golfer. I need that coach to then be on top of me, explaining it, guiding it. And when I have a wobble, when I go through a wobble, let's say I've done really well for 3 weeks, and then I have a row with my boyfriend. Let's say I've done really well for 3 weeks, and then I go on holiday for 2 weeks. Who's going to talk me through that? What's my holiday strategy? What am I going to do for that holiday strategy? Am I going to be eating out? What would I eat in the evening? I've got a client right now. She's trapped in an airport. She was just reaching out. What should she have? Yeah, that's not in the book. So again, it's all about the bespoke personal approach, and it's all about the hand-holding, the accountability, the motivation. It's all about the personal analysis. If your skeletal muscle is not going up enough, why do you think it is? Do you know? I can tell you why, because I see you every week and I can explain it. If your visceral fat's not going down enough, do you know why? I can explain it to you, because it might be that you've been doing the same thing too much. Do you know if it's that? Is it because you're not doing intensity enough? Is it because you're doing it at the wrong time of day? Is it because of your body type? It's not the right thing to be doing. Yeah, your subcutaneous fat. Have we got that sorted? Is it going down as fast as it should? Is it plateauing? If it's plateauing, what are we doing wrong? How do we speed that up? Have we got other little, I've always got a little trick, a little tweak, a little suggestion, how we have a strategy. So your personal plan is your strategy. Yeah, we can all read a book, but the strategy is what takes you forward. Your personal strategy for you taking you forward. That's how we get this right. That's how we get a stone off, or 2 stone off, or 3 stone off. And that's how we keep it off. Because if you've never lost the weight, or every time you've done a yo-yo and put it back on again, then I bet you've read a book. We can all read a keto or an Atkins, and we follow it, and then what happens? A month later, yeah? So that's what the private sessions are for. So you come to me after you've read it, or even if you haven't read it, because you haven't read it, I'm going to give you 20 videos anyway. And then I will make all that information fit your lifestyle. Do you work late? Do you get up very early? Are you doing Ramadan? There's all these factors that we have to talk about and we have to work out to make this a personal plan for you. Estrogen levels. So let's talk about hormonal belly fat, that area. Yeah? Really, really difficult for some people to shift. That is why I see my clients each week. We will examine the belly fat. Yeah, where is it? Is it all the way around? Yeah. Is it low? Is it high? These are all different things, because it depends if it's hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Depends if it's the visceral fat, subcutaneous fat. Hello, I'll to click on all the words. Hello, so many of you joining. I didn't do so many because I only did that live this morning. So, but thank you for joining. And I know Mel's very sweetly put a thing out. So with the hormonal belly fat, that is a whole other conversation, because that is getting harder and harder as we get older, and there's so many reasons. As I said earlier, you lose a pound of muscle and put on 1.5 pounds of fat from 35 to 55, that's 2 stone just going on just because of hormones, and then 55 to 75, a pound a year for androgen. Now, how are we going to get rid of that? That is what I'm here for. How do we get that streamlined tummy? How do we get that flat belly? How do we find those hip bones again? How do we get back into our clothes again? That's my job. So I'll examine your belly, we'll talk about it, and we'll work out a strategy for you. I'll look at your scale reading again. Is it your visceral fat? What are you doing wrong there? Is it your subcutaneous fat? What are you doing wrong there? Are your proteins too low? What are we doing wrong there? As I said, collagen. Yeah, 40% of your ligaments and tendons. Have you got inflammation? Your muscles, yeah? 20% is protein, 23% is protein. We've got to talk about that. That is not just protein supplements. In fact, the opposite. There's a whole thing going on there. Are you doing enough resistance? Are you doing the right kind of resistance exercises? Again, with my personal clients, I work with them, I check their technique, I check they're doing it right. And it's really interesting. Even though I would have shown them some examples, everybody still does it wrong, because everybody has bad habits, from a personal trainer in the gym. And you know, I always talk about personal trainers are about bulk. Yes, they're about resistance, hypertrophy to make you grow. My resistance is completely different. The resistance I offer, I'm just clicking on all the hellos. Wait, there was a request there. Hello, 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 hello. I don't know what that means. Okay, sorry, Hansel. So all that information, yeah. I work with my private clients to work with their body type, endo, ecto, meso, to look at their thighs. Are their thighs the size they want? Can I make them smaller? I can always make them smaller if you want them smaller, but that's taken me 43,000 hours to get to. And that is something I work very, very hard with my clients. I'll look at their positioning, even in the plank, even in anything, and I'll look at that and I'll know straight away. Maybe they're pointing rather than flexing. Any of my clients say, you know what I'm doing. Yep, you literally say, my God, I wish I'd met you 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Because just in that one session, when I look at the way you do your workouts, I can see where you've been going wrong, why your thighs might be too big, why your bottom might be too big. I do your posture. Yeah, I analyze your posture. In Pilates, we have a thing called a plumb line. We analyze your posture, so we analyze the posture. Are you quad dominant or glute dominant? Again, that is all private stuff that we do in the personal sessions that you need to know to have the ideal shape. And then back to the belly. Again, is it the estrogen levels going down and therefore the cortisol levels going up? We need to talk about that. Is the progesterone going down? Is it not enough testosterone? Yeah. Is it emotional eating? Emotional eating. Yeah. We've got to talk about, are you a sugar craver? Are you a sugar addict? Is it the alcohol? How much alcohol are we having? Yeah. Does it fit in our life? Things like that. So we do the cognitive behavioral therapy, neurolinguistic programming, but we spend each week doing that, talking about why we're a sugar addict. Is it the dopamine high? Are we a dopamine addict? As I've said, some of my clients, maybe they literally in their house, the kitchen is just where they go. So we have a strategy. Some of my clients will have something upstairs. Sometimes we'll move the office. Sometimes we'll get people out of the house. All these things, we work with each other each week, accountability, personalization, support, and just by checking in, as I said, most of my clients then carry on and they still see me for 15 minutes every week or every 2 weeks after they've finished their program forever. They say, I want to see you forever, because that hand holding and that support, some of my clients, they'll go off, maybe their parents are very old and ill and they turn to drink. A lot of my male clients, they know just by seeing me every 2 weeks, they will keep their alcohol consumption to a sensible level. If I don't see a client for 3 weeks, I notice it all goes wrong because they think they're going to binge the first week and then get on it the next week. It just doesn't work. I see my clients every week on the personal program, and we analyze the scale every week, and straight away I can say, this is going well, this is going well, this is going well, now let's work on that. This is going well, this is going well. Hello, I'm weaving. This is going well, now let's work on that. We analyze and analyze and analyze, and we come up with a strategy and a strategy and a strategy each week to solve that problem. So that's what's really, really, really important. And you can't do that on your own. So I'm glad if I've given you the knowledge, but now reach out and let's actually make it personal to you. Do you want to lose 2 stone, 3 stone? Do you want to lose it permanently? Have you been on a roller coaster for years? That's what my clients say. Oh, Pippa, I'm so deluded. I've been so unhappy for years. I've tried this diet and that diet and this diet and that diet. And that's what I always say. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's miserable. You're either counting calories or weighing things or measuring things. And that is torture. And you know exactly what will happen. As soon as it's over, well, I'd rebel. If you said, all these rules, weighing everything, measuring everything, counting calories, I know, wouldn't you? You'd just be miserable. And that's why these diets fail. And that's why clients always say about my way. But Pippa, wow, I've got it. This is a lifestyle. I can do this forever. You've given me everything I need to know, but also you've held my hand through this. You've made sure that I've stuck to the plan. You've made sure I've stayed on plan to get the 1, 2, 3. Some of my clients have lost 5 stone. Yeah, and I see them on a weekly basis, encouraging, motivating. Each week there's another little tweak. Each week there's another little strategy. Each week there's another little thing that we can see to step it up, speed it up. Maybe we're happy the way it is. Maybe some people, we come to terms with the fact that they want to have quite a big lifestyle and still lose. So then we have a strategy on that. What's going to be consistent and steady, not maybe dramatic. Other clients are the opposite. They really want to lose weight really, really quickly, in which case I give everything, throw everything at them, because there are ways I can really speed it up. Yeah, if you're in a hurry. And there are ways we can keep it more, slower, if that's the way you want it, for certain reasons. And some people, they look at their body, and we look at the body each week. How's it looking? Is the face going yet? Yeah. How's the belly? Focus on the belly, focus on the belly, focus on the belly. So all of that. Then we get to maintenance. Now, when we get to maintenance, woohoo! Are we going to stay in maintenance? Yeah. Are we going to stay in maintenance? Or are we going to start to feel a little bit smug? Some clients, that's what happens. They get a little bit complacent. And they often reach out another 6 months later going, oh, I blew it. When I was with you, everything worked. All the weight came off, all the weight stayed off. And then off they go, and then they become a little bit complacent. Something happens, Christmas or a holiday, and it all starts to slip. And once it starts to slip, once you're on the sugar again, once you're on the dopamine again, then you've lost it, I'm afraid. So you come back to me, and I'm here to help, to get you off the sugars, to get you focused again, to get you centered again, to get you back to where you want to be, which is living this healthy lifestyle, this happy, healthy, positive lifestyle for the rest of your life. We do a lot of positivity in these sessions. Very, very important. We've got to be in a good place. that is very important that I'm helping you with that, because positivity and purpose is not something you can do on your own. Happiness, appreciation, gratitude. Again, we all need someone to talk about that. We all need a guru to help us on that. Everybody needs a guru. So, belly fat, we talk about that in intensity. If it's not that, if it's another issue, we're going to talk about that. Is it eating addiction? Is it binge eating? Is it bulimia? Again, I specialize in all those. So I can help you with all of those, which again is a very personal thing, very personal for each client. So I'm here for you, holding your hand, making you accountable. You just check in each week. I look at that scale and I give you that answer you need. I give you that support and I keep you going, keep you going, keep you going until you lose all that weight you need to lose. And then if you're ready to fly, I say fly. But if you're not, we still just little check-ins, 15 minutes, even once a month, just to stay motivated and stay on plan. Summer is coming. Do we want to be in the best shape we've ever been in? We do. But this time, let's get there and stay there. Let's get there and stay there for the rest of our lives. Let's not do a yo-yo. Let's get there. Let's know why we got there. Let's get into maintenance. Let's get healthy. Let's get happy. And this time, let's stay there. No more yo-yoing. So I'm here to help. I'm here to support you. I'm here to get you where you want to get to. I'm here to offer my expertise, 43,000 hours, to get you to the other side and to keep you there. Maybe you've plateaued. As I said, my social media girl, she's lost her 7 kilos. She can't step it up. So now she's coming to me to get the bespoke advice to understand how she can, in fact, she's putting on, so how she can step it up and go to the next stage. Because if I'm not there to help, it could just plateau. So I hope that explains why it's really important to have the hand-holding and support. And thank you for joining me. And I'm so sorry I was about 20 minutes late. Goodness me. Anyway, but I hope that's been a good share of knowledge. And I hope you understand that I'm here to help. And that's my expertise that I'm giving you. And that's what we need on a weekly basis to make sure the weight comes off and stays off, because you've got accountability, motivation, and somebody there nudging, tweaking, rubbing, supporting. So we stay consistently losing the weight. No wobbles, no ups and downs, consistency. That's what we're after, isn't it? So I hope that's helpful. Lots and lots of love. Thank you for joining me. And looking forward to talking about more belly fat and more incredibly important things. I mean, all of this is so fascinating, isn't it? And our health is our happiness. Our health is our life. Our health is our everything. Health independence. Yeah, so there's nothing more important in our happiness. So thank you for joining me. Lots of love. Mwah. This will get posted now, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And please send me lots of lovely questions so that I can answer them to help you on your journey. And I'm here for you. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.